You know who it is, and you know what time it is. Time to piss off some feminists, trad cucks, and whoever don't want to know the truth. Oh well, let's get started. What is going on, gents? It's R.P.M. here, reporting from Mobile Command. As you can tell by the title of this video, I'm about to go in on a multitude of topics that I'm going to put together in one nice package. Now, let's lay a little bit of groundwork. First and foremost, we all know that in the Black community, there will be a lot of individuals who would have more of a problem with me talking about the topics than the actual topics themselves. Some Black people would go so far as to say, well, you're married to an Asian woman. Therefore, you have no business talking about or critiquing topics within the Black community. And to people like that, I would say this. I still have Black male relatives who this could affect. So I might not be on the field per se, but I am spectating from the sideline. So yeah, I kind of do still have a dog in this fight. Now for the first point of contention. The song Baby Daddy Free. Let me go ahead and lay that groundwork with a quote from one of the most vile women in American history. Quote unquote. We don't want the word to get out that we want to exterminate the Negro population. By one Margaret Sanger, who founded Planned Parenthood. Wow. The fact that that song, Baby Daddy Free, could be put out to the world. You mean to tell me, from the person who wrote the lyrics to the woman who actually sung this, there was not one person who said, hey, we can't put this out. This is a bridge too far. Not one person actually said, no, we shouldn't do this. Are you serious? However, as much anger as I had to pull back and look for a silver lining. And the silver lining that I found is that women like her will no longer reproduce. Period. I cannot believe that a song like this would be put out in this day and age. Yet, there's going to be another silver lining. Any Black man who actually listens to this song and has himself together is going to walk away. Gentlemen, you talk about a song that exposes the outright hatred that Black women have toward Black men. Gentlemen, get your passports. Lay low, get your passports, go elsewhere. Because think about it. This isn't just a Black community thing anymore. This song is available worldwide. Do you honestly think that there are not some foreign women who are going to sit back and look at this and say, oh my God, this is what American Black men have to deal with? This is the sentiment that American Black men have to deal with American Black women? Now I understand, among many reasons, why black men are getting their passports, why they are getting out of America. This is no longer just a dating thing. This is literally survival at this point. To think that a black woman could put out a song about deleting black male babies. But wait a minute. She didn't say black male babies. She just said black babies, period. Yeah. Wow. Just wow. Now, mind you, Margaret Sanger was, she was associated with the Klan. And speaking of the Klan, we know that there were a whole lot of Democrats, i.e. one Hillary Rodham Clinton, who actually praised Margaret Sanger. Now, when it comes to the Democrats, there was a news snippet with one Tiffany Cross where she talked about Roland Martin, and basically what she said was, the Kevin Samuels following, Tariq Nasheed quoting black men need to quote unquote get in line and vote Democrat. Hold up. Now, when Joe Rogan simply suggested that people vote Republican, oh my God, people lost their minds. We need to cancel Joe Rogan. He's telling people to vote Republican. Oh my God. Now, we have a young woman, who's talking to a bunch of older men saying that black men need to get in line and vote Democrat. Mind you, a lot of the Democratic policies have absolutely gutted and destroyed the black community. Now, why would this woman say that? Well, let's not be coy. Let's not pretend we don't know what's really being done here. Sturdy Stacy running for governor. Guess what? Black men, you've already been set up to be the scapegoat. Now, what do I mean by that? We all know that more than likely, Stacey Abrams is going to lose. So, let's just say she does win. Let's say, for argument's sake, she actually does become governor of Georgia. What does that represent? That would mean that black men in the community are successfully shamed into voting for what black women want them to vote for. That means you have no agency of your own. That's if she wins. However, we know the real reason why she put that out. She loses, guess what? Black men, it's your fault. She lost. Oh man, I tell you, that is absolutely insane. Once again, black men in the community, you don't have the mental fortitude to actually vote the way you want to vote. No. You have to vote the way the black women want you to vote. However, let's go back in history to Fox Soul and Ice Cube. Black men of the community, you've been told in many examples that black women, or should I say American black women, let's go ahead and make that distinction, aren't really down with you like that. When Ice Cube said, aren't black women black people? No. That was the answer. Now, for some black men, that was a wake up. That was a shock to their system. Wait a minute. Black women don't consider themselves black people? Honestly, no, Black women consider themselves a completely separate entity, which was why they have no problems consistently voting Democrat. They're voting for their interest, not the interest of the Black community as a whole. No, 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 no. Just what they want. Which, once again, circles back to why I titled this video the way that I titled it. Because when you really think about it, if you really think about it, Margaret Sanger, unfortunately, was quite successful. As much as I hate to say that, she was successful. Maybe not full out extermination, but one hell of a genocide. Yeah. Planned Parenthood is nothing more than a front for a genocide, particularly of the Black community. However, this song shows the willing participation, particularly something that I want to zero in on that Tiffany Cross said about the oppressed being oppressed and aligning themselves with the oppressor. Let's just go ahead and say what she was really trying to say. She would want to talk about, quote unquote, white supremacy. Now, Black men, let's go ahead and put this on the table. There is no Black woman who should speak the words of white supremacy who has either A, deleted a child, or B, put a Black man on child support. Period. Now, Tommy Sotomayor always used to say that the American Black woman was the right hand of white supremacy. Why? Because she had no problems using that same quote unquote white supremacy to put Black men back in line. I.e., hey, you get out of line, I'm going to call the police. Just saying. Just saying. But yeah, any Black woman who wants to say, well, white supremacy, blah, 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 you simply say, hey, have you ever called the police on a Black man? Have you ever terminated a Black child? Have you ever put a Black man on child support? If she says yes to any one of those questions, guess what? She's a willing participant of the system. It is what it is. So, all in all, with Democratic policies that have destroyed the Black community, with Planned Parenthood primarily utilized by Black women, yeah, I'm gonna reiterate, Margaret Sanger, unfortunately, was successful in the endeavor. But, hey, who am I? I'm just a Black man who actually looks at the Black community from an outside view. And I'm actually willing to say things that most Black men aren't willing to say. It is what it is. Oh, and to wrap this up, it's good to see more and more Black men across the board who actually wake up, who see what the Black community is really about, decide to abandon it. And I saw something from LAR Movement. He was the first one that I saw this topic come from. SYCBM versus SYSBM. Save your community, Black men. Yeah, that's far too little, far too late. Why should Black men save a community that has nothing but outright hatred towards it? And the evidence, baby daddy free. What else needs to be said? Well, I've rambled on long enough. Let me know what you think in the comment sections. Black men, have you woken up? And if so, how are you moving afterwards? And to women in the black community, the American black woman, the power for you definitely going out. Big zaddy government, the male hyenas, one day they're all going to go ahead and do what truly needs to be done, which is abandon you. And guess what? You're not going to have any safe places anymore. Because believe you me, what's going to happen in Illinois, which I'm going to cover, yeah. Stand by to stand by is all I got to say. That's all I got to say with this one. R.P.M. I am